have a friend from Switzerland coming in here. He's a YouTuber here, and coming over to sit and get some clinicals and stuff. He's going to be a healer here.
You can move in a little bit more if you want
come
to.
on in.
There you go.
Yeah. And so we're just going to take off and go on some of these questions here. This is how we get them in here.
Wow.
You see these? You see how far I'm behind? These are all questions from all you guys.
That's okay.
And yeah, I'm catching up. This is another pile. And I'm trying to get to them because we're pretty busy. And so it's good to see this young man here. What's your YouTube?
132 nice.
132 nice. Yeah, I remember this guy. It's good.
The lemon picture.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Yeah. So he's going to be sitting in on us, and we have about 45 minutes here before we have to break off, and so we're going to go through some of your questions here, and we'll just go down the road here. Just what we typically do here. Same station, same place. We're just too busy to kick it up, All right. Okay, so let's just do this. Good morning, everybody. How are you today? I hope you're doing very well. We're doing very well here. We're all still on the planet. Oh, God. But I hope to find you all well. All you lovely souls out there that are struggling, hang in there. You're going to get this. You just keep hanging. Keep doing the do. Wear the robe. Keep going, my friends. I know some of you are in a lot of pain. Don't give up. Hang tight. A lot of you are doing incredible. Look at Lemonade. Lemonade is really kicking butt. Hey, Lemonade, I haven't had anything from you. Of course, you could be in this pile here, honey. So I hope you're doing well. I love you. We're just so busy, and I'm just taking them as I can off of here. And I hadn't seen your comments. You okay, sweetheart? And we got 132. Nice. How come 132?
I don't know.
You just came
Just
up.
available.
Just
That
came,
was
right?
the only thing available.
Oh, yeah, cool, man. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Switzerland is I love it over there. Matter of fact, it would have been nice if this government would have been more like your government. I heard it was. Yeah.
It's
Every
part is
everybody. Yeah, everybody has its ups and downs. All right, this is good stuff. Okay, let's take off on this. Lemonade. Hope you're having a great day, sweetheart. We love you. Is this what you were talking about?
Yep, just the top sheet.
I was hoping my husband in his journey of healing has ulcerative colitis. Okay, he is 30 years old, suffering. Now this is, again, we're talking about young people and having a lot of trouble, young people. See how on your skin here you're having lymphatic problems and stuff?
After a 4-month cleanse.
Wow, 4 months cleanse. That's pretty good. You do any fasting?
Yeah.
Good. Good. I can't remember some of the comments you made, but I definitely remember your, your icon and all that. This is a 30-year-old male. He's got ulcerative colitis. To avoid removing his colon, he has changed his diet. I would. Eliminating meat, dairy, fried, processed, refined sugars. It's been a plant-based diet, vegan diet for about 2 months so far. He has stopped taking all medication and has been seen improvement in his stool formation. However, he struggles with severe urgency. Well, you got a lot of acidosis going on there. You got a lot of, in other words, inflammation going on. And this is another case for in the wall, in interstitial lymphatic constipation. And the problem is it burns from the inside out, and that is not good. This is some of the biggest problems. Going back to the kidneys, going back to the adrenals, and the inability to filter the lymphatic system properly. With this case, again, you're going to do the stomach and bowel formulas. Drew, you want to see how often he stools? He moves about, here we go, he moves about 10 to 15 times a day. Okay, so you want to slow him up. You want to get rid of that spasticity. You could use the neuromuscular spasm, the antispasmodic, to help you. But you want to use stomach and bowel number 1. So all healers, all anti-inflammatories. Again, we're talking about things that can go through the colon and help with the wall on the inside, or shall we say on the outside, depending where you're standing. But in the wall, this is a vital lymphatic problem. You want to, excuse me, move it. I've been detoxing too, man. I've been pumping down the grapefruit and really clean it. The high fruit diet leads to an increase in urgency and frequency. Well, but if you do the vegetables, they're a little rough on the colon. You know, there's a lot of fiber in vegetables, rough on the colon. So I would definitely do my fruits. You might go down to the bananas, the sweet fruits in this case, a little more, a little less detoxing, and slow you down a little bit should help. So it's just, should do that. Stick with the grapes if you can. Again, fruits are very aggressive, very active, very lymphatic moving, and so it is somewhat of a problem when you're moving like this. But you've got to get to that lymph. And we do have another formula here. It's from another company, and it's called. It's not the GI Broom. It's let me see, Toxin Absorber. Now it has nothing in there to move you. And it's like clays and slippery elm and marshmallow, because it's clays and slippery elm and marshmallow that'll help you. The other side of this is the aloe vera plant. But the aloe vera plant's really drying to the colon, so you have to kind of be careful about the aloe vera plant. Plus it can have purging properties, so you have to be really careful. Slippery elm, marshmallow root, these are far better. Comfrey, very important. You could use comfrey leaves in this case, or comfrey root, either one. Golden seal, any of these, but marshmallow, slippery elm, those would be the key ways to help on the wall. But you got to move lymph. This is real important. If you can't move his lymph, he's burning, and this is where you get the precancerous. Same thing as Crohn's and IBS and all this sort of thing. It's just acids chewing on you, man. And you got to get this out. 30 years old, you know they have weak kidneys and adrenals and lymphatic problems. It just comes with the mix, whether you're in Switzerland or where, you know. I was advertised by Balfour. What are your thoughts concerning his condition? Absolutely. Get this done. Get this out of there. I wanted to thank you for the occasion. Oh, thank you. This is Tina. She's a good YouTuber and really doing the program herself. I got a lot more questions here this morning, but you can see how backed up we are. And by the time I'm explaining one, it takes up a lot of time, but it's important because where there's one ulcerative colitis case, there's thousands of them. Absolutely. So the time we take to help you guys with each case, we're reaching thousands of people, so don't get upset. I'll get to your questions. Again, if you have something that's really, really important, call in here for a quick answer with Drew or Shannon or any of the crew. So just hang in there. I'll get to your things here. This lady says, my best girlfriend's dog is a little white Coco. I haven't seen you, my Coco. He's just a little Shih Tzu that's all chocolate and a little white on him. He's really cute here. This is my Carbone 4. I definitely have malabsorption or digestive issues because I am 5'5" or 5'6" and about 90 to 100 pounds. So she's a little on the thin side. Not quite sure. I have not weighed myself lately. Most people project their fears onto me. Well, yeah, you see a lot of that. You're either too fat or too thin. So I'm called too fat, and some people are called too thin. But, you know, really, malabsorption, you have to consider that. You have to consider the pancreas in this, whether you're digesting your foods properly, and second, absorption. And absorption, if you're malabsorbed, you're going to walk down that ulcerative colitis lane. You're going to walk down that lane where your lymph system in the small and large bowel wall is not moving well, and those acids are just sitting there breaking down the cells of the GI tract. And that you just want to get away from that, because malabsorption has a lot of other factors involved in it. You can't just have malabsorption and that's it. These acids are just sitting there chewing on you. So there's something that you want to get a hold of, sweetheart. P.S. I do have tonsils, but had adenoids out as a child. Well, you especially want to move lymph now, but it also is suggestive of transverse colon problems related to the head here. And when you work with iridology and you work with kind of more of a holistic view, then you tie this colon, of course, to the head area, the embryonic trunk. And so you really got to move that lymph. I mean, it just comes back to that same thing again. because there's only a bunch of cells and 2 fluids, and some other and sundry items, of course. So what's the names of herbs to use in order to clean system inside out? Well, Sweet Lolly, I like that name. This is a new one. Sweet Lolly, 4791. Well, we've been talking about that all these videos. And I can tell you that the lymphatic formulas are the ones that pull and clean. Anything alkaline starts the hydration process. And this again starts to create a more cationic, which is an aggressive movement type of focus, as opposed to an anionic solidification, coagulation, dehydration move. So just the raw and the alkaline chemistry helps the rehydration of the tissues and the movement of lymph. So between the diet and the herbs, those two are essential to smack together. Some people just want to do the herbs and don't want to do the diet, and then other people are doing the diet without the herbs. And I tell you, in my time, I found that both of them together, when you're in the 30s and 40s and you're young and you're having all these problems and the kids, you got to use both. You're just not going to do it with foods, I can tell you. You know, I was watching Jane Velez Mitchell last night on TV, and they was talking about this little 3-year-old trooper, you know, and they were telling how big of a trooper he is, you know. And I just wanted to throw up. You know, here's a little 3-year-old, they're slaughtering him. Again, back to the chemos, back to this. He's a little trooper, you know. He went on a ventilator and all that. I can understand it in the beginning if he was at that level and they didn't know it. But he had a big abdominal tumor. And this is the sort of thing is you just can't do chemo. You got to cut what you can out and let the body get the rest out of there, because these kids cannot survive chemo. This little 3-year-old is surviving it right now. But it's just sad to see the parents and the amount of money that they owe. They said $30,000, which they must have insurance, because he's been going through procedures that are well up over $100,000 easy. You know, a good dose of rounds of chemo and radiation will run you up around 100 probably. At least that's what the local newspaper found with the stomach cancer case once. Moffat told him it's going to cost him $100,000 to take care of the stomach cancer case, and we did it for $1,800. We only did it in 56 days. This is JG. JG. Hey, Doc, it's January 24th and the honey murcot tangerine. You ever had a honey murcot tangerine?
No.
Well, I'll see if I can hook you up. I've got a honey murcot tangerine tree at home, and they're just like the nectar of the gods when it comes to tangerines. They're really, really good. They're from Florida and stock at his grocery store. Go on, JG, suck them down, man. Here's Yaz. Yes, there are a lot of factors involved that can determine the effect of a semi-controversial herb, such as the dosage, the frequency of use, the person's own individual reaction to it.